This is one of my favourite topics, emotion coaching in toddlers. What I often see in my day-to-day work is families come to me with children who have very extreme reactions to new limits or disappointments in their day. They are quick to become upset and they have tantrums frequently. Many parents tell me that these children literally run the household and it's like they're scared to say no to them. Now, of course, for kiddies that get their own way all day long, it shouldn't come as any surprise when they refuse to cooperate at bedtime. If we've given them that sense of leadership right throughout the day, it's really hard to then flip the switch and for us to become leaders on the run up to bed. Before making any changes with sleep, one simple tip that I will often suggest to my families is to pick some moments in the day where they can take the time to sit with their child's feelings. So if parents have the time and headspace and their child is really determined that they want, I don't know, the tiny teddies from the cupboard, and normally they would get that after a short outburst, I really encourage parents to sit with those feelings and to allow that frustration to unfold, even if it involves tears, and to practice being present with those emotions. And this can be really hard for some families, particularly in the evening when we're all feeling a bit tired and at the end of our rope anyway. Because of course, the last thing we want to do is say no to something, say no again, and then see a massive outburst in our child and go, oh, okay, you can have it. Because unfortunately, the only thing that does is reinforces the effectiveness of that behaviour. And it can be tempting to offer distractions. But this is usually an avoidant behaviour in adults purely because it makes them feel really uncomfortable to see their children so upset and angry at them. But like I always say to people, it is not our job to keep our children happy all the time. And disappointments and change are part of the real world. By holding space for these feelings in the day, kiddies soon come to realise that no, mum and dad can be calm, confident leaders and that frustrations don't mean the end of the world. So once we get well practiced with holding space for emotions in the day, we can do it more easily at night time. For example, if we're trying to get away from feeding to sleep, rocking to sleep, bouncing on the football to sleep, it's okay to say, no, darling, we're not going to do that anymore, but mummy's with you. I know you're disappointed. I know this is unusual and it feels a bit strange, but I'm here with you and we're going to work it out together. In many cases, what I see parents actually do in that situation is try and silence their child or try desperately to put them to sleep. In most cases, it's more about allowing them to process an emotion, to release it, to let it go and to relax. This is really quick. This can go on for 45 minutes or an hour in some cases. That's why I always say, practice holding space or setting those loving limits in the daytime first when we're all feeling a little bit more awake and we've all got a little bit more patience.